Hello kids! Welcome to iLearn Tutorials. Our lesson for today is all about finding common factors, GCF, common multiples, and LCM of 2 to 4 numbers using continuous division. To start our lesson, let's have some definition of terms. The first term is common factors. So dun sa last topic ko, na-discuss ko na kung ano ang factor. Ngayon, pag sinabi natin common factors, those are factors of 2 or more numbers that are the same. So kung merong dalawa or mas mahigit pa na number at meron silang mga factors, yung mga parehong factor, yun ay tinatawag natin na common factors. Two numbers have a common factor when they are both divisible by the same number. For example, may mga given numbers. The first given number is 24 at ang mga factors nito ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Another number is 36 at ang mga factors naman nito ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. Now, what are the common factors of 24 and 36? So, titingnan lang natin ang mga factors ng dalawang number na ito at i-identify natin kung ano-ano ba yung mga factors na pareho sila. And the common factors of 24 and 36 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So, those are the common factors. Another one is GCF. GCF stands for Greatest Common Factor. Sa ibang references, ito ay tinatawag na HCF or Highest Common Factor. When we say Greatest Common Factor, it is the greatest number among all the common factors of the given numbers. Let's go back to the given example earlier. So 24 and 36 pa rin yung number na given. And then ang common factors kanina ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Ngayon, when we say greatest common factor, kung ano yung pinakamataas na number sa common factors, that is the GCF. Therefore, the GCF of 24 and 36 is 12. Next, we have common multiples. So, na-discuss ko na rin sa last video ko ang multiples together with factors. When we say common multiples, those are multiples that are common to 2 or more numbers or expressions. For example, there are given numbers. The first number is 3 and its multiples are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and so on. Another given number is 4 at ang mga multiples nito ay 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and so on. Now, let's identify what are the common multiples of 3 and 4. So, again, when we say common multiples, yun yung parehong multiples ng dalawa or higit pang given number. At ang common multiples ng 3 at 4 ay 12, 24, and so on. So, kung i-continue natin ang pag-identify ng mga multiples ng 3 at 4, maaari pang madagdagan ang common multiples nila. Okay? Next one is LCM. LCM stands for Least Common Multiple. When we say least common multiple, it is the smallest number among all the common multiples of the given numbers. Let's go back to our example earlier sa common multiples. The given numbers are 3 and 4 again, and those are their multiples. And then, ang common multiples ng 3 and 4 ay 12 and 24. And so on. Now, when we say least common multiple, yun yung pinakamababang number sa common multiples ng given number. So, therefore, ang LCM ng 3 and 4 ay 12. Kasi yun ang pinakamababang number sa common multiples. Now, what is continuous division? When we say continuous division, it is dividing the given numbers by common factors until there are none. So, we're going to divide the given numbers continuously hanggang sa wala na silang common factors. What is a prime number? When we say prime number, it is a number greater than 1 with only two factors, themselves and 1. The first few prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, etc. So for example, number 2. So ang factors lang niya ay 2 and 1. Kasi 2 times 1 or 1 times 2, you will get 2 as your product. So ibig sabihin, ang factor lang niya ay 1 at sarili niya. Same case lang ito sa 3, 5, 7, and so on. So those are prime numbers. Co-prime numbers are two or more numbers which have no common factors except 1. They don't need to be prime numbers always. For example, 4 and 7 are co-prime numbers dahil ang common factor lang nila ay 1. But 4 is not a prime number. That is a composite number because the factors of 4 are 1, 2, and 4. So, hindi lang sarili niya at 1 ang factor niya, kaya hindi siya mako-consider na prime number. But then again, they are co-prime numbers dahil ang kanilang common factor lang ay 1. Another set of co-prime numbers is 5, 7, and 9. So, as you can see, yung tatlong given na number na yan ay lahat prime numbers. Kapag ang given numbers ay prime numbers lahat, automatically co-prime numbers sila kasi ang common factors lang naman nila ay 1. Okay? Unless naulit ang isang prime number. So, for example, 5 ang given. So, hindi siya makakonsider na co-prime number dahil meron pa silang isang common factor except 1. So, that is 5. Okay? To find the LCM using continuous division, we need to follow the following steps. Step 1. Write the given numbers in a horizontal line, separating them by commas. So for example, the given numbers are 20 and 30. So yan, ganyan. Isusulat ng ganyan and then separated sila by comma. Step 2. Divide them by a suitable prime number which exactly divides the given numbers. So we're going to divide the given numbers by a common factor which is a prime number. So usually, ang unang-unang ginagamit na ipang nagde-divide kapag continuous division ay ang smallest prime number which is 2. Yun ay kapag divisible by 2 ang given numbers. So sa case natin, ang 20 and 30 naman ay parehong divisible by 2 since their ones digit are both zeros. So let's divide 20 and 30 by 2. And the answer is 10 and 15. Step 3. Continue the process until all co-prime numbers are left in the last row. So itutuloy-tuloy lang natin hanggang sa maging co-prime numbers na lang ang matira dun sa last row. Okay, so now, what do you think is the common factor of 10 and 15 na prime number? Okay, so it's 5. So now let's divide 10 and 15 by 5. So it's equal to 2 and 3. Now, dahil ang 2 at 3 ay pareho ng prime number, ibig sabihin, they are co-prime numbers na. So, hindi na tayo magde-divide pa. Now, let's proceed on step 4. Step 4 is multiply all the prime numbers by which we have divided and the co-prime numbers left in the last row. So, ano-ano yung mga numbers na ito? Yan. So, 2, 5, 2, and 3. So, we're going to multiply them. 2 times 5 times 2 times 3 equals 60. This product is the LCM of the given numbers. So therefore, 60 is the LCM of 20 and 30. Now let's have more examples. Find the LCM of the following. Number 1, 50 and 75. So we're going to follow the steps earlier. So of course, yung first step, isusulat natin siya horizontally. So 50 and 75 separated by commas. And then we're going to divide them by a common factor, which is a prime number. So ang lowest prime number is 2, and let's see kung divisible ba by 2 pareho ito. Okay, so hindi, because 75 is not divisible by 2. So therefore, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin ng 2 bilang first divisor. Now let's think of another factor na prime number. Okay, so it's 5. Let's divide 50 and 75 by 5. So it's 10 and 15. Now, ano kaya yung pwede pang ipang-divide sa 10 and 15 naman na common factor, which is a prime number? Okay, so it's 5 again. So let's divide 10 and 15 by 5. So the answer is 2 and 3. Now, 2 and 3 are both prime numbers, so therefore, co-prime numbers na sila. Okay, so now, we're going to proceed on the next step, which is multiplying the divisor and then yung co-prime numbers na natira. So yun ay 5, 5, 2, and 3. So we have 5 times 5 times 2 times 3 equals 150. Therefore, the LCM of 50 and 75 is 150. Number 2, 15, 35, and 45. So by following the steps, we're going to write them horizontally, separating with commas. Now, ano sa tingin ninyo ang first prime number na factor ng tatlong numbers na ito? Okay, so it's number 5. Now, let's divide them by 5. Okay, so it became 3, 7, and 9. Okay, next. So what do you think is the common factor of 3, 7, and 9 na prime number? Okay, so walang common factor ang 3, 7, and 9, but may common factor ang 3 at 9 except 1, and that number is 3. So we're going to divide them by 3. Pero paano yan? Hindi divisible by 3 ang 7. Now, kapag ang given number ay hindi divisible by a divisor, hindi natin siya i-divide. We're just going to rewrite. So at least 2 of the given numbers are divisible, yun lang dapat ang i-divide natin. Okay? So, it will be 1 because 3 divided by 3 is 1. So, rewrite lang ang 7 and then 9 divided by 3 is 3. So, this time, they are all co-prime numbers dahil ang kanilang common factor na lang ay 1. Walang dalawang number na may iba pang common factor except 1. Now, let's multiply all the divisors and then the co-prime numbers. 5 times 3 times 1 times 7 times 3 equals 315. Therefore, the LCM of 15, 35, and 45 is 315. Number 3, 18, 24, 30, and 33. Okay, so what do you think is the common factor of these four numbers? Okay, so it's 3. So let's divide them by 3. Now we have 6, 8, 10, and 11. Do you think this time they are called prime numbers? Okay, so hindi pa. Kasi ilan sa mga numbers na ito ay may common factor pa except 1. And that number is 2. So, hindi lahat ng numbers na ito ay divisible by 2. So, again, kapag hindi siya divisible by the given factor, i-rewrite lang natin siya. Now, let's divide the other numbers. So, we have now 3, 4, 5. So, 11, rewrite lang siya dahil hindi siya divisible by 2. Ngayon, sa tingin nyo, co-prime numbers na ba sila? Yes, because their common factor is only 1. Kahit na ang 4 ay isang composite number, wala namang ibang number dun sa given number na may factor na 2. So, kaya 1 na lang ang kanilang common factor. Okay, let's now multiply. 3 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 11 equals 3,960. Therefore, the LCM of 18, 24, 30, and 33 is 3,960. Now, to find the GCF using continuous division, we need to follow the following steps. Step 1. Write the given numbers in a horizontal line separating them by commas. So as you can see, pareho lang sila ng step 1 kanina ng finding the LCM using continuous division. So for example, 20 and 30 again ang given numbers. So ganyan po, horizontal line and separated by commas. Step 2. Divide them by a suitable prime number which exactly divides the given numbers. So pareho lang din ang step 2 kanina. So, we're going to divide the given numbers by a suitable prime number. So, 20 and 30 yung given. Now, we're going to use the least common factor, which is a prime number. So, yun ay 2 dahil pareho naman silang divisible by 2. Now, we have 10 and 15. Step 3. Continue the process until there is no common factor for the given numbers. So ngayon, medyo may pagkakaiba na ang ating step 3. So we're going to continue the process hanggang sa wala ng common factor lahat ng given numbers. So hindi katulad kanina, pag merong at least 2 numbers na may common factor pa except 1, we're going to continue the division. Pero this time, hindi na natin i-continue yun as long as wala ng common factor ang lahat ng given numbers. Okay? So now, eto, i-continue natin. So 10 and 15, ang common factor nila ay 5. So now we have 2 and 3. So ngayon, wala nang common factor ang 2 and 3 except 1. So meaning, tapos na tayo sa pagde-divide. Step 4, multiply all the factors by which we have divided. So this time, ang i-multiply lang natin ay ang mga factors, hindi nakasama yung mga natirang numbers sa ilalim. Okay, so we have 2 and 5 only. So 2 times 5 equals 10. This product is the GCF of the given numbers. Therefore, the GCF of 20 and the 30 is 10. Let's have more examples. Find the GCF of the following. Number 1, 50 and 75. So, ito rin yung given kanina on finding the LCM. This time, hahanapin naman natin ang kanilang GCF. So, same process. Isusulat natin horizontally, separating by commas. What do you think is the common factor of 50 and 75 na prime number? Okay, so it's 5. So let's divide. Now we have 10 and 15. Next, may common factor pa ba ang 10 and 15 except 1? Yes, and that number is 5. Okay, so let's divide. Now we have 2 and 3. Ngayon, ang 2 at 3 ba ay may common factor pa except 1? So, wala na. Ibig sabihin, tapos na tayong mag-divide. Now, let's multiply the factors. 5 times 5 equals 25. Therefore, the GCF of 50 and 75 is 25. Next, number 2. 15, 35, and 45 again. This time, we're going to find their GCF. So yan. What do you think is the common factor of 15, 35, and 45? Okay, so it's number 5. Now let's divide them by 5. Now we have 3, 7, and 9. So sa tingin ninyo, may common factor pa ba ang 3, 7, and 9 except 1? Wala na. Merong common factor ang 3 and 9, pero katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, since we're going to find the GCF, this time, kailangan lahat ng given numbers ay may common factor. Yun ang dapat nating i-divide. So, ibig sabihin, tapos na tayo mag-divide, the only common factor of these 3 numbers is 5. Since walang ibang factor except 5, therefore, the GCF of 15, 35, and 45 is 5. Number 3, 18, 24, 30, and 33. So what do you think is the common factor of these 4 numbers? Okay, so it's number 3. Now let's divide them by 3. Now we have 6, 8, 10, and 11. Okay, so do you think meron pa bang ibang common factor ang 6, 8, 10, and 11 except 1? Wala na. So same case lang kanina dun sa number 2, since 3 lang ang ating nakuhang common factor, therefore, the GCF of 18, 24, 30, and 33 is 3. This time, let's have some assessments. Kindly get a piece of paper and a pen. Find the LCM of the following using continuous division. And lastly, find the GCF of the following using continuous division. Thank you, everyone. See you on our next lesson.